What's going on, box fans? It's Kenneth SB Unboxing. Let's speak boxing. Friend request, subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. We cover all major boxing events, post-fight, pre-fight, and live coverage. Last night we did a lot of live coverage on the post-fight, pre-fight of Manny Pacquiao versus Chris Algieri. A lot of friends, family, music, food, entertainment. We celebrated my nephew's birthday, but we still covered boxing right after the birthday party. So there was a lot of people, a lot of great insight, a lot of great conversation, a lot of arguments, a lot of controversy just about Floyd Mayweather Jr., Manny Pacquiao, the comparison, and it list goes on and on and on. I could not. I pretty much gathered my voice. I apologize. I couldn't do the post-fight coverage right then and there. Why? Because we stood up to 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning just arguing and just drinking and stuff like that. But if I would have covered and I would have spoke my mind, it would have came out a little sloppy. But so I definitely apologize with that. For those who noticed that we were going ahead and doing live feeds, that was great. We had to cut it off. Why? Because we really didn't know too much about the copyright infringement and stuff like that. So it would have been great. I would have loved to do it. But we want to continue this. We don't want to get shut down or anything like that. Not financially. It really doesn't matter. We don't do this for finance. We do this for a hobby. We do this for fun. But still, I don't need any kind of I don't need extra issues that I have to deal with, and it's just not even my bread and butter. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and talk some boxing. Last night, it was a great night of fights. Lemoncheco looked really, really good. Jesse Vargas looked really, really good. Manny Pacquiao looked really, really good. A lot of people, and I noticed, a lot of people got caught up in the hype, got caught up in the whole story with Manny Pacquiao coming back. A lot of people were saying, hey, you know what, Chris Algieri is another stepping stone. Chris Algieri, the performance that Manny Pacquiao put against Chris Algieri, it shows that he's the best and he's the pound-for-pound king, and this is why he is the best. Look, I understand he dominated Chris Algieri. I get it. My hat goes out to Manny Pacquiao. Here you go. I'll give it to you. You looked really, really good, but you're supposed to look really, really good. You're supposed to look really, really good in that fight. Manny Pacquiao did defend his WBO welterweight title last night in Macau, China. In Macau. Why Macau? We'll get to that topic later on. Who he go against? A lot of people were caught up in the hype. Chris Algieri. My fight prediction in that fight, I was like, look, based on experience, Chris Algieri was a kickboxer. I understand Chris Algieri defeated and won the WBO lightweight welterweight championship against Ruslan Baranikov in Brooklyn. This was in June. I get it. And to me, I thought Chris Algieri lost that fight. To me, I thought he lost that fight. It was given to him. But, cool, I understand it. Chris Algieri won. Why does he... A little win, because Chris Algieri was no one until he beat Ruslan Baranikov. And he was a no one until he stepped into the ring against Manny Pacquiao. No one who knew who Chris Algieri was. So he beat Ruslan Baranikov at light welterweight, and all of a sudden he gets a payday. He gets the opportunity to face who? Who does he get the opportunity to face? He gets the opportunity to face the pound-for-pound king, the so-called pound-for-pound king at 147 welterweight. What sense does that make? It doesn't make any sense. But, a lot of anti-Floyd Mayweather Jr. fans. Look, I'm looking from the outside in. I'm not saying I'm a big Floyd Mayweather Jr. fan, which I am. But I'm being neutral about the situation. I'm being fair about the situation because it's the second time that Manny Pacquiao has done it. He did it against Brandon Rios. Brandon Rios, again, a fucking bum. He's a great fighter, but I'm talking about a bum. Why? In the 147 division, he's never fought in the 147 division. Chris Algieri has never fought as a welterweight, and guess what? He fought Manny Pacquiao again in the welterweight division. Like, how is that even possible? How do you cash out like that? You should literally fight the best of the best at the welterweight division. In comparison, every time I mention that, in comparison, last night, they mentioned Floyd Mayweather Jr. Why did Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight Marcus Maidana? El Chino, Marcus Maidana. It's all right for Marcus Maidana or Floyd Mayweather Jr. to pick Marcus Maidana, but it's not all right for Manny Pacquiao to fight Chris Algieri or Brandon Rios. Look, that's not even no argument. That's not even comparison. Because I'll tell you what, if Marcus Maidana was to take on Chris Algieri, he'll dominate Chris Algieri. If Marcus Maidana was to fight Brandon Rios, he'll dominate Brandon Rios. But that's besides the point. I'm not talking about that. All I'm speaking about is Marcus Maidana had several fights, and he had the resume. And yes, the first time, I was against it when he fought Floyd Mayweather Jr., but I can still consider him as a credible opponent. Why? Because he has stepped into the ring with the likes of Amir Khan. He stepped into the ring with the likes of Victor Ortiz. great fight. These are two great fights that he has. His resume, he stepped into the ring with the likes against Soto Carras. With the likes, he's fought Devin Alexander. He has a great resume, and he's fought at welterweight, and he looked pretty good. He fucked up Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner was the champ who beat Paulie Malignaggi, and yes, he fucked him up. I didn't want Mayweather to fight Marcus Maidana, but he took on that fight for the first time. Why? Because his baby bro lost, and there were some kind of selling points there, and I found it interesting for him to fight. But you cannot compare a Marcus Maidana to a Chris Algieri or Brandon Rios. It's not sellable. You can't convince me. I don't care who you are. You cannot convince me. That is a cherry-picked ass fight from Manny Pacquiao, and people need to understand that, you know what? I don't give you credit for that. I don't give you credit for beating up Chris Algieri and knocking him down 6 times. You haven't knocked anybody down in the last 5 years. You haven't knocked anybody down in the last 5 years, but he's dominated him. Yeah, he dominated Brandon Rios. He's dominated Chris Algieri. He didn't dominate Timothy Bradley, though. Even though he won against Timothy Bradley, but Timothy Bradley looked really, really good. He didn't dominate Timothy Bradley his last showdown. So, yes, I give credit to Manny Pacquiao. He looked fast, he looked quick, and as I predicted, Manny Pacquiao, if Chris Algieri wants to box, he can box. If Chris Algieri wants to brawl, he can brawl. Whatever, if he brawls, he's going to get knocked out. Chris Algieri has a great chin. He has a lot of heart. I respect Chris Algieri. He kept the distance. He was able to land some clean shots to Manny Pacquiao, but he just didn't have the punching power to knock out Manny Pacquiao. That's it. He didn't have the experience, the ring leadership skills, the ringship that he showed in the ring. Yeah, he was dancing around and stuff like that, but he just didn't have the experience as Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was toying with this guy, completely toying with this guy. But so what's next for Manny Pacquiao? And you know what? I find it funny that Manny Pacquiao makes a mockery of the whole Nike, makes a mockery of the whole situation as far as, oh, he's going to fight me, he's going to fight me, he's going to fight me, he's going to fight me. He's going to fight me. He's going to fight me. Look, it's a big mockery. It's a complete big mockery. But you know what? Numbers don't lie at the end of the day. And you know what? You need to, a lot of people think that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is all about the money, all about the money. Look, honestly, Bob Arum and Manny Pacquiao are all about the money as well. Because if it wasn't all about the money and was giving the fans what they want, Manny Pacquiao will accept the $40 million. But no, Bob Arum and stuff like that, they don't want to accept that. They want more. So who's about the money? And realistically, numbers don't lie. You know what I'm saying? Let's speak resume. Let's speak numbers. Let's speak generates. Because you and I, as the boxing fans, can say, oh, what we want. But at the end of the day, we all have working jobs. This is their job. This is their bread and butter. This is their careers. This is what they do to live 9 to 5. This is their clock in. George the Boxing Genius, he's a computer programmer. I run my own business. I do my own thing. Clyde, everyone does their own thing. But when it comes to sitting down and talking about your expenses, talking about your salary, talking about your increases, talking about your wages and stuff like that, or if we got an annual review, monthly review, you guys are all about the money. So guess what? This is Mayweather's job. He's all about the money. And it's fair. Why is it fair? This is why is it fair. Look, at the end of the day, Mayweather, every single fight, he clears more than Pacquiao. If Pacquiao's making $18 million a fight and Mayweather generously is saying, look, Pacquiao, I'm giving you double. I'm giving you $40 million. You're making $18 million. I'm giving you $40 million. That's, do the math. It's more than double. So it's only fair if Manny Pacquiao is making double. Why can't Floyd make double? Why can't Floyd make more of a cut? Why they have to go 50-50? I don't get that. That shit it just mind boggles me. It mind boggles me. And George the Boxing Genius is here, and he understands that, and we got a big argument about that, but he still doesn't realize what I was telling him. What I was saying is, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Floyd Mayweather Jr., check this out. Floyd Mayweather Jr. should be coming into the Manny Pacquiao fight making more than he would any other fighter. But why? There's an issue there. Manny Pacquiao, who's going to make more money than he's ever made his whole entire career by fighting Floyd Mayweather Jr., but yet Floyd Mayweather Jr. is going to make less money fighting Manny Pacquiao than he would fight Marcus Maidana, than he would fight Kell Brook, than he would fight any fighter out there. That doesn't make any sense. It's only fair for Floyd Mayweather Jr. to make more.
You asked me one question. Now I'm going to answer that. Don't want to talk about Kell Brooks. You asked me one question.
You didn't
one question you asked me. Why should Floyd Mayweather Jr. not make more money than Pacquiao in the fight? Right? Okay.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
What did you say?
I said, look, if Pacquiao's making $18-20 million a fight, when he fights Floyd, and they're offering him $40 million, he's making double. So why can't Floyd Mayweather Jr. make more coming into the fight? So Floyd Mayweather, you're not listening to me. You're a computer programmer. You're very logical, but you're being very biased because you like Manny Pacquiao.
And
you're not
like Floyd.
No, I'm not looking at Floyd.
Yes, you are. You're just making a video right now defending his
I'm not
ass
defending
completely.
Floyd. Fuck,
look, the fucking fans I
could care less.
Let me ask you one question.
About Floyd Mayweather Jr.
You ask me a question, I'm gonna give you the answer.
But this is my thing.
This is my question.
People say that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is all about the money. Manny Pacquiao is not about the money. But yet, Manny Pacquiao is getting an offer that's doubling his income, and he's saying no, why? Because he wants more. So who the fuck is all about the money? Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather Jr.?
You finished. You said your point. Now let me say my point.
That's how I feel.
This is what
and look
all
up the
started.
gag order.
This
That's
is
it.
all the shit that started. When Floyd Mayweather retired in 2008, and
I don't care about that.
Let's go back. In 2009, he comes. Listen to me. He comes back in the boxing world with a business. Big business. He's a business guy. So he's going to offer Manny Pacquiao, who at that time was the pound-for-pound king of the world, and you're going to come back into boxing and you're going to demand shit from me? Go kiss my ass, fool. Look. Okay, no, hold up. And then number two, you come around now, and what did Manny Pacquiao? We all know that Manny Pacquiao owns the IRS money. But Manny Pacquiao said to him, look, let's do this. Let's take all this money that we're going to make regardless, and let's give it to charity. Why didn't Manny, if Mayweather's not about money, then why in the fuck did he say, okay, let's do it? Because, he didn't, he's a scared bitch.
No,
he's a scared bitch.
That's the only reason Pacquiao, all of a sudden grew a heart and said, "Let's give it to donation, let's give it to charity," because the best way to get out of debt, the best way to get the IRS off your ass is what? To donate. So get the fuck out of here with that shit. Look, anyways. The boxing genius wants to say hypocritical and stuff like that. He mentions the past and stuff like that. But if you want to talk about a hypocrite and you want to mention the past, look, I can care less about Floyd Mayweather Jr. I can care less about Manny Pacquiao. I can care less about it. I'm not gonna be biased about the situation. Listen, I'm not gonna be biased about the situation. You're not listening. You just like to talk. Look, fuck Mike Tyson. Forget Mike Tyson. I'm not talking about Mike Tyson.
Kevin Smith said it.
Mike Tyson.
Because
whatever.
Kevin Smith is not Pacquiao.
Look.
He's not Mayweather.
You want to talk about a hypocrite? I'm going to talk facts. Here goes facts.
What's facts?
Here goes facts. Manny Pacquiao was against about the random blood urine testing. Why? Because he was scared. No, listen, let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. Look.
Was Mayweather going to do it? No.
He was going to do it.
Bullshit.
He was going to do it. Floyd Mayweather Jr. introduced it. This is Pacquiao. I'm all against, I don't like needles.
Is she gonna do I
don't want people. I don't want it a week or two before the fight because when he got his ass knocked out by Juan Marquez, they were speaking about. You're not. Listen. Look, check this out. Look, when he got knocked out by Marquez, on the rematch clause, guess what Manny Pacquiao mentions? Oh, there's got to be a random blood urine test for Marquez. Look at this shit. Mr. I'm scared of needles. Mr. I don't know what's the bitchery about. But yet, you didn't want to do it against Mayweather, but all of a sudden you threw it in the clause if you're going to discuss a rematch with Juan Marquez. What kind of hypocrite shit is that? And I'm not saying, look, like I said, I can care less about Floyd Mayweather Jr. What he eats don't make me shit. I can care less about Floyd Mayweather Jr. He can drink bleach, jump off the bridge. It's not going to affect my life whatsoever. But if you're going to speak about Mayweather, if you're going to talk shit about Mayweather, if you're going to talk shit about Manny Pacquiao, let's be fair and let's stop being biased. Stop being a backpack tar and stop being a flomo. Let's throw all the facts out on the table, and by all means, throw the shit down. And the best how you throw all the shit down, look at the resume, look at the last 5 fights, look at the demands, look at the numbers. And the reason this fight is not going down, it's clear. It's clear. it's clearly, in my eyes, it's clear for the Floyd Mayweather Jr. camp. It's not at fault on this one. This is Pacquiao. This is Pacquiao. This is Bob Arum. This is HBO. Has nothing to do. Look, you guys can come out with Mayweather Senior, and you can Photoshop, you can edit, you can say what you want. My son is scared. 50 Cent is butthurt. Why? Because Floyd Mayweather Jr. is making money without him, and he can say he's scared and stuff like that. Mike Tyson can say, you know what? Mike Tyson, he's a great fighter. He's a legend. That's one of my favorite fighters of all time. But he goes on the show when Mayweather, he said, you know what? Mayweather's the best ever, this and that. And all of a sudden, now he's a change of heart. He's saying that Mayweather's scared. Mayweather's scared. Look. At the end of the day, people pay people to say certain things. I know Mike Tyson is a real blunt dude, and he speaks the truth. But if you look up his interviews 2 or 3 years ago, or actually 2 years ago, it's completely different. It's completely different. Mike Tyson's mind is somewhere else. But I'm not going to discredit the champ. The champ's the champ. And when Mike Tyson was fighting, he fought anybody. So I'm not discrediting him whatsoever. It wasn't even about money, even though he was all about money and stuff like that. He'll fight anyone. You call him a bitch, he's going to fight you. If it's going to be in the ring, outside the ring, it really doesn't matter. Just call him out, he's going to fight you. So that's a whole different mindset when it comes to Mike Tyson. That's why Mike Tyson right now is broke. So I get where Mike Tyson's saying stuff like that, but legitimately, I get it. But when it comes to business, let's be fair about the situation. But anyways, I know this is crazy. This is Kenneth SB in boxing. What's next for Manny Pacquiao? Manny Pacquiao has fought Brandon Rios. Manny Pacquiao has fought Timothy Bradley. They even spoke about Juan Marquez 5. They even spoke, he's fought Chris Algieri. Look, Manny Pacquiao has been in the road to fighting weaker oppositions. He's obviously with HBO. Maybe he'll fight Danny Garcia. He's fought his last 3. I really don't understand. I really don't understand. Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao, if they both are not going to fight each other, they need to fight credible opponents. They need to fight the winner of Amir Khan and Devin Alexander. They need to fight. Keith Thurman. They need to fight Kell Brook. They need to fight. Go up in weight and fight Canelo Alvarez. They have to fight that. One of those two guys has to fight Erislandy Lara. Has to do it. Absolutely have to do it. Not to discredit anyone. Forget about Timothy Bradley. Forget about Juan Marquez. Forget about Paulie Malignaggi. Forget about that shit. Forget about them fighters. Them fighters are they're gone. Stay at top of the game. Focus on Kell Brook. Focus on Keith Thurman. Let's focus on the winners. Let's focus on Canelo Alvarez. Let's focus on Lara, even though everyone's still ducking and dodging Lara. Let's focus on those fighters. But anyways, guys, this is Kenneth, SB Boxing. Friend request, subscribe. Have a good one.